Is this thing on? I feel like I'm in an FBI investigation. Did I do something wrong? I didn't do it, I swear. It was Philip. I promise. We just look alike. That's all it is. We're two completely different people. 2025 felt like it was 5 years long, to be honest with you. It did not feel like one. It did not feel like a singular year. It felt like multiple years that were experienced.
All right. Carlo, what's
Hello.
your name? What's your role in the business? And what's one thing people should know about you?
Hi, my name is Carlo. I am the founder, co-owner, and front-end manager of Noki's Collectibles. I like to climb rocks, and I like to hit balls with rackets.
All right. My name is Isaiah. I am the co-owner of Noki's Collectibles. I run the backend as the backend manager, and I do basically everything that you don't see at the shows. So things like the TCG player and the eBay and all of the shipping and anything online is all my responsibility.
My name is Jordan, also known as JQ on the team. I am the assistant backend manager. I'm at the local shows and I also help assist with the backend. And one thing people should know about me is I've known Carlo ever since we were little through playing tennis.
My name is Philip, aka Vams Cards. I'm the assistant front end manager. And one thing people should know about me is that I've been with the team since 2023.
Hi, I'm Naya. My role in the business is technically HR and event coordinator. And one thing that people should know about me is that I am technically a co-founder of Noki's Collectibles.
I'm Jordan, also known as JT. I am the manager of non-TCG stuff, so aka manager of cute shit. One thing that you should know about me is I started collecting and just recently vending early this year.
So my name is John. You guys can call me JD. My role in the business is that I help with Isaiah on the back end, so packaging orders, listing cards, sorting bulk. And one thing you guys should know about me is that I'm the oldest team member.
My name is Rylan. I am the social media manager of Noki's Collectibles. One thing you should know about me is that I do the recording, editing, and posting of the content for Noki's Collectibles on their Instagram and YouTube channel now.
You know, it's been a crazy year, and there's probably I probably couldn't count on two hands the amount of crazy things that have happened this year.
For me personally, it wasn't really a vendor kind of moment. It was more of like a team member moment. It was back just before my birthday. We had a team meeting, and the team had gifted me a Tyranitar V Altar PSA 10 for my birthday gift, and it's just so wholesome.
I can't really think of like a best moment, but just hanging around the team.
Team Noki.
The team was fully put together, and like there was an office space and there was a place where we could all get together.
Hanging around the team at the weekly meetings and at the shows, it's always a good and fun time.
I haven't been on Team Noki for that long, but one thing I could say as being a collector is that I think being back into what I've loved since I was a kid was a really cool thing. Like seeing the cards that I've grown up with, seeing it like now as I grow up, just gives me that nostalgic feeling.
I would say going back to September, the Aloha Card Show at the Blaisdell. At that show, I got 3 cards from Bobby that I was excited about. 2 cards from the Radiant Collection, Sylveon EX Full Art, and then the other Sylveon EX, and then a Pikachu promo card. And those were also like good deals I made with Bobby.
One moment that sticks out as Team Noki to me was the most recent Aloha Card Show at the Blaisdell. Just seeing the whole team come together, and it was definitely one of our best performing shows to date. Me and Carlo even did multiple 4 or 5 digit trades during that weekend. So that in itself was definitely a highlight moment to me, saying that like, yes, not only is Team Noki growing, but we're also keeping up and going strong.
One moment that sticks out is the first meeting that we had as Team Noki when it was just the original 6 of us. And we were like, hey, here's our plan for, or our crazy idea for how we think this thing could work, and here's where we think we could take it. And it was essentially just us being like, hey, do you guys want to take the leap with us?
Oh, there's so much.
My best purchase this year happened recently when we were at the San Antonio Collecticon. I had picked up a Japanese PSA 10 Magikarp and Wailord tag team, and I flipped it immediately when we had a show at Pro Ridge.
Just having a look at like all the singles and just trying to go through like some singles that would best suit me and like what I like.
I think, boring answer, but the best purchase this entire year was just gradable singles. Call me a boring businessman.
Best, I would say, ETB. I opened it over there because I know one of the owners, and I pulled a Victini out of it, which was super sick, and it's one of the biggest hits from that set, from the Black Bolt White Flare set.
Best and worst purchases, well, I guess would be for Dio 808's Black Friday or Toy Links' physical store's Black Friday. There was a bunch of playmats and card sleeves that I picked up. The playmats were anything from old Vanguard playmats to a few Weiss Wars playmats.
Probably my best would be buying sealed. It's very stable.
Whew. So my best purchase of the year so far is just probably picking up some sealed, because I've never actually had sealed in my collection before, and I'm kind of like holding on to it.
My best and worst Pokemon purchase. I guess my best purchases, and for Pokemon, I'm a huge believer in sealed. So I usually only buy sealed or sealed cases. And I guess the worst Pokemon purchases are usually sometimes when I pull in too much bulk or singles.
I would say I'm relatively good at picking out cards that I like or I think that are gonna do well. If I were to pick something, maybe like really small singles that just for cash flow.
I did a couple of my cards for a Chinese Umbreon because I thought it was going to go up at the time, but then it started tanking.
Immediately buying new singles from new sets just right after they released. Like, very inflated prices, went down after like a week.
Kids come to me and I just do like an even trade with them. I have no regrets with that. As long as they're happy, they have a card. I do sometimes get worse cards, but that's okay because they are kids, so they are trying to like just grow their collection, so I can understand that.
I would say it would be a Rayquaza VMAX. I purchased it on eBay as an auction at $17.85, and that was when it hit its kind of peak, and then right after I bought it, it tanked.
My worst purchase, buying gachas on Mobile Legends and Honor of Kings.
One that sticks out immediately. So I bought this ARS Pikachu earlier this year, and I paid way too high on it, and then ended up trading it to my friend Pokestop Will. Shout out Will. In this clip.
We might be pretty far on this guy.
I wanted to be at 1.9. If we can meet in the middle at 1.8.
Let's run it. There we go. We are doing a crazy deal with Carlo. Noki Collectibles on Instagram, YouTube, OnlyFans. Oh, my bad.
That one's only for you. You're my only fan.
No, don't say that.
Yeah, I lost money on that Pikachu, but it's okay because that was a really funny clip, and yeah, Will's a good homie. Yeah, I think navigating all the things that we had to this year taught me the importance of balance. The concept of balance existing within just the inventory, within our team dynamic, within the way that we purchase more product, approaching every decision we make from a clear, objective point of view is something that I've really tried to hone in with Isaiah this year, and it's something that we still try to instill in everyone on the team as well.
It's one thing I learned. It's okay to take some losses. That's the only way I can really learn from my mistakes and grow as a vendor.
One of the biggest lessons I learned this year was to be patient with the market and not really be in a rush to sell my cards just because the market is always shifting, that I shouldn't be too scared of it, and trust time and the process.
It's not always going to be quick and fast. You're not going to always have those quick flips that you see on like YouTube, Instagram, you know. You're going to have to hold onto some stuff. It actually helps me know that even if I purchase something and it's low, and eventually it will realistically go back up.
I think for investing wise, I learned how to buy a lot of singles when they're low, and I would say like that would be the best investment because it was a lot of the stuff I bought was low and then now they're high.
I think the beginning half of this year, I was mainly a collector. Having had built up that collection in the first half of the year and then being able to vend them in the second half of the year was like amazing, because I looked at them like stocks. Like, oh, I picked them up at, you know, when the market was a little bit down, and then I'm selling them when the market's up, right?
Biggest lesson was trying to relearn how to work with Isaiah again on back-end stuff.
I think one of the biggest lessons that I took away from this year is learning not just my own strengths and weaknesses for the things that I can do, but learning the strengths and weaknesses for everybody on the team. It turns out that this is definitely something, if you want to do it full time, you want to be working together with other people, because every person has their own individual strengths and weaknesses, and to utilize those to the max, we want to put everybody in the position where they can succeed the most in. So utilizing your network, meeting other people, and just trying to emphasize everybody's strengths is definitely one of the biggest lessons I've had to learn, not only from a managerial point of view, but even for myself and the responsibilities that I have. I think I'm still definitely embroiled in the franchise. Pokemon is definitely part of the lifestyle that I live. I keep up with the anime. I play all the video games. I definitely listen to a lot of the music, as people that are in the office a lot definitely know. Like, there's hour-long mixes of just Pokemon music that we'll listen to. And of course, we still like the shiny cardboard as well. So I think it's become more of a lifestyle rather than just I'm collecting Pokemon cards.
Isaiah got me into playing the games when we were little. Well, he was a lot bigger than I was. If we did not play the games, or all the games that we did growing up, I don't think this team would exist. I am pretty heavily and emotionally invested into the games. There's a lot. I have quite a few cartridges that are that have lots and lots of hours on them that Isaiah has seen.
For me, Pokemon has always been a hobby for me for as long as I can remember. Ever since I was a little kid up until now, I've always enjoyed collecting Pokemon cards based on the artwork, the Pokemon itself, and I just like the validation I get when other people agree that when I collect a certain card, they think it's cool too. I'm like, yeah, we're on the same page.
Outside of the business, I would say I have a lot of family members that I'm really connected to that just recently started collecting too. So it's nice to be not the only one in my family collecting. They collect Pokemon, and it's like really nice to have that other connection with them as well.
So outside of cards and the business aspect, I've played the Pokemon games here and there. Most recent one, of course, is ZA. Having fun, just running around with my team. I'm a daily Pokemon Showdown player. I make new accounts like every week.
Outside of the business, I feel like since starting the business, I haven't really. I used to watch the Pokemon anime and stuff prior to even doing the business before. But if there is something I am to take away from vending in general, is that really think through my decisions before making them, and checking all the facts and the logistics before making any big decisions.
Being in the business helped me learn some life skills like time managing. Time management was a big factor in keeping my life in check, making sure I get projects done on time and stuff like that.
I try not to really associate Pokemon outside of my life because it's really trying to not get overwhelmed with it. But one thing I can take away is it helps me learn to take risks, because in life, if you want to take that next step, you need to learn how to take some risks.
What am I most excited for?
The one thing I'm most excited for heading into 2026 is, I think, maybe many of the team feels the same way, but of course, just making a lot more memories along the way.
What I'm most excited for 2026 is the heights the team will reach in 2026, because I feel like next year will be a crazy year.
What I'm most excited about is seeing how the market will change, because 2025 was a roller coaster. There was many ups, many downs, many different trends. So I'm excited to see what it's going to be like next year.
Being a part of this team and growing with them, that's always a plus. Making more memories with them in 2026 as well. And just getting to know the Pokemon market better, and just excited for all the new sets that are coming out.
I hope the business itself does well. I'm excited to see the growth of everybody here in the team, and seeing where we end up in the future.
What I'm most excited for heading into 2026 is growing with the team, of course, and helping Isaiah on the back end side to pretty much turn all of the cardboard here, piles and piles of cardboard, into our living stock, so that there's no other job I would ever have to do for the rest of my life.
Going into 2026, I'm definitely looking forward to see more things that we can do, not just as an individual business, but the shows that we can go to, the people that we'll meet, maybe even the content that we'll create. I'm definitely looking forward to our growth in 2026. And obviously, I just want to be able to hang out with not just Team Noki, but all of you guys as well. If you get the opportunity to be able to find us at a show, or just to be able to get to know other people, I'm looking forward to getting to expand our own network and to get to know the community better, and just continuing to make this work, and being able to live this lifestyle that we are blessed to have.
Man, 2026 is going to be a crazy year. There's going to be a lot that happens next year. A lot of expanding, but also I think just 2026 is going to be the year that you see every member of Team Noki kind of fully grow into the role that they've been given and that they've been assigned. And I think you're going to see a lot of us start to perform at a really, really high level in this industry. And I think Noki's Collectibles is going to be a pretty big force to be reckoned with by the end of 2026.
No self-confidence, but you see, the winner takes it all.
All right, as we wrap up 2025, we just wanted to take a second to look back. We didn't just start a business this year, we built a family. Noki's Collectibles has grown a lot this year. The team is bigger, more locked in, and more motivated than ever to keep pushing forward. Seriously, thank you to everyone who supported us, watched all the videos, showed love, or even just stopped by the booth to say what's up. If you've been rocking with us, make sure you're subscribed and stick around, because this is only the beginning. We're ending the year stronger, more focused, and excited for what's next. That's all from me. My name's Carlo. Thanks for watching. Shoot!